Bingo bongo, we're playing bingo because this bingo is low-key one of the easiest bingos they've released in a while. And so if you guys haven't done your bingos, you want like spring boots or the bingo tally, it's low-key an easy bingo to do because like I've only been on here for like almost an hour and a half and I've pretty much already completed like a decent amount of goals right now. I cannot count how much I've completed though, but I only have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 goals remaining. So I finished it halfway with only like an hour of playtime. So it's pretty easy. Get your bingo points. Right now, I guess I'm going for combat 15 for dungeons later, but I'm trying to think. I didn't do much on my Ironman profile. I haven't been playing the past few days. Just because I've had other stuff to do outside. And so there's nothing really new on that profile that to be deserving of a recap. Actually, I am starting to fuel my infernal minions. Right now, they only have heavy fuel, but I think I'm trying to work towards hypergolic fuel for derpy. So gonna hope I can grant as much hypergolic gabagool or hypergolic fuel for derpy, so I could abuse his 50% increased minion output and hopefully get a good amount of vertexes to get the tier 3 dagger, so I can start doing Blaze Slayer a lot easier. So that's my goal right now. And I guess while we're talking about goals and bingo, I guess today's topic could be just about projects and goals and how to sort of do them within deadlines, I suppose. I mean, coming from someone who's had to work on a lot of homework assignments and projects in college while also trying to be a Skyblock gamer, I guess I could share some things or like my mindset back then when I was I was both trying to manage my time and Skyblock as a whole. So I mean, really, time management all comes down to how much you want to try and dedicate X amount of minutes or hours towards like a specific subject. So like say you have a math test coming up and you don't know if you should study for it or not. My thought process mostly behind it was that whether or not I feel confident in knowing the material myself to where I should have a study, and whether or not it seems like common sense to me. So I mean, I wasn't really the smartest person in college, nor was I the dumbest. Like I passed all my class relatively with like B's and C's, which was fine for me because I didn't really think of pursuing grad school. So I just really only cared about my about passing the class, not trying to achieve high marks. So my mindset back then was whether or not the lectures I'd be going to on like my math courses, whether or not I felt like I needed to review this material more, I tried to dedicate at least like a small amount of time towards just reviewing the materials, like going over notes, looking up homework answers, reviewing and studying with classmates. GBT or AI would help occasionally with like the more simpler, like maybe like derivatives, integration problems for Calc 2 or whatever. But when it came to more like advanced topics in different math branches, such as like, I don't know, I'll name a few like graph theory or theoretical algebra, then it did in a way AI wasn't really that helpful for that case. So like really when it comes to just preparing or preparing yourself for like an exam. It just comes down to how do you think you should study, or how screwed up do you think you are for this exam? Like if you were to take the exam right now, do you think you're really confident in being able to successfully pass the exam with like a C or maybe an A almost? So that's like time management advice I'd say for exams for those who are, I guess, slowly either going to college for like the first time or entering high school. Like I think I looked at my analytics on my on like the age range for people who watch these YouTube videos, and they're surprisingly mostly like 18-year-olds, which is kind of interesting for me. I'm not gonna lie. I thought a bit more of a younger audience would probably watch these kinds of videos, even though all I really do is just talk about trying to think what combat level I am. Combat 15. I'm just trying to think of what what's the word for it? You know, I just yap about random stuff. I'm sorry. I'm like kind of tired, so I guess right now you guys can probably watch me fail a dungeon run as I try to get the achievement to kill a lost adventure. So I'm gonna try doing this with mage. Actually, let me put not go to my island. Let me put some reforges real quick on my armor, so that hopefully maybe I could survive a bit easier during this. What else could I talk about? So topic was obviously time management, but I guess it was supposed to be on just projects. I guess the same could be applied to projects, like say you have like a essay or like a research project that you're working on, and you're trying to figure out what do you want to do mostly during whatever time you have available. So for projects, for me at least, I would try to split an equal amount of work into a certain number of days, while also not trying to allocate too much time into working on a specific part of a project. So like if it's a research paper, I wouldn't really how do I say it? I wouldn't really work too much on like paragraphs or information I'd write. At most, it'd probably be just a few sentences, or me just trying to like blurt out, I guess, certain words that would need to be said in a paper. I'm gonna most likely die, and it's gonna be really embarrassing. Like for most of my essays and papers, I just whatchamacallit, pretty much just, it is really hard trying to yap about some small stuff while also doing something kind of intensive in the background while recording this. So like, okay, there you go, I died. Like for my first few papers, I just tried to blurt out as much information or briefly research the topic I had to discuss beforehand. So I guess like writing bullet points on the subjects to sort of, I want to try to get a route that's not a mini boss, that has a mini boss in it, so I can complete this achievement. Just trying to blurt out as much information I can as possible on like the topics, like create bullet points for like potential sentences or paragraphs, or potential sentences for paragraphs that I'd be writing on, and then from there on I probably like take a short break, doom scroll on Instagram or play a bit of Skyblock, and then work back onto it after a while, so that I try and not mentally fatigue myself with an assignment, while also trying to enjoy studying as a whole, I guess. That is a sniper. Okay, let me get this real quick. skeleton's gonna spawn behind me. That is a angry archaeologist. Pretty much it all just comes down to, once again, just how screwed you are for a project. Like obviously if it's like a really big project and you've procrastinated a lot to where you need to finish it, like this is a mini boss room, let's hope let's not die first. But if it's just a project and you procrastinated a lot to where you need to complete it like within like a week or two, then obviously you should spend a lot more time. And I am terrible at the video game. You finish the parts you should finish while also splitting everything up into different parts. But in this case, it would be you would need to split up the work a bit more and try maybe allocating more time towards finishing whatever. So I guess that's some small general advice. I want to try to complete this bingo goal for this video, not end up like there. But obviously me skill issuing is like a big thing right now. Let's see, that's not a mini boss room, bro. What the heck? I hope you guys are doing well. It's just nice to check up every once in a while, I guess. Even though I don't personally know any of you guys who probably watch these videos. It's always good checking up on each other for whatever reason. Can I please try to get a room? Oh my god, bro. Awkward silence is really lovely. But it's only awkward if you make it awkward. Hopefully it's not awkward for you because I'm the one that's doing all the yapping while my goddamn microphone at 2 in the morning. So I'm really just talking to myself. Discussing small things. That is not a mini boss room. This is so bad. I love skill issuing. It's just a Lost Adventure achievement. How hard could it be, bro? Probably learn a bit of editing, and this will be like a bit dumbed down while I try to. Okay, cool. Really, I just already said what's on my mind with just time management, projects, goals. Oh, actually, the goals. That's what I needed to discuss also. So, I mean, same thing can apply for achieving your goals in life. Like, you should have some kind of motivation as to why you want to complete them, whether it's for like working out for better health or just trying to spend more time studying or whatever to get better grades. Okay, this is a mini boss. That is a Lost Adventure. Okay, come here. Come here. Please don't tell me I died to this guy. We're so back. So that's that goal completed. Goals. I don't know, just have some real motivation behind it. Like, I know for me, even though it's not like a real life goal, bingo goals are, I'm doing this because I want to try to get the talisman upgrade. I already have the bingo ring, so I want to try to get the artifact by the end of this bingo. Hopefully do enough community goals to get enough points for it. So just have real motivation behind it. That's really it. You're able to have that, then you're more likely to remain consistent and achieve your goals as a whole. So I guess now with that out of the way, I've already finished the task I want with this bingos or with this video. So I have all these other collection milestones that I still need to do. I'll probably go for the unique minions off camera and maybe show that off tomorrow, but I don't know. You guys have a good rest of your day or night and try to complete this bingo because it's low-key one of the easier ones that they're doing.